on that, which I think is unfair.
Right. And that's why I already knew, like, bro, when we was gonna talk. I knew this was gonna be like this. But another thing, one of my friends say all the time too. He said, sometimes we forget we was young.
Yes.
We forget, and then we started judging, prejudging, and that's why you got to be careful with this stuff. Like you say, go in it with, have this conversation. I don't know if you remember the movie Barbershop. I know you remember it. The Barbershop, when the guy was talking about, I guess they was talking about, they was talking about some seafood or something, and I forgot the exact thing, but one of the guys was college, like educated college, and the other guy wasn't as college educated. Both on barbers, and he schooled them about the particular fish or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he said when it came to your table, it's I forgot the exact line, but again, it's that mentality where this guy, he really thought he knew more because, quote unquote, he was college educated. But education comes in all different forms, and the guy had to school him. So, man.
Yeah,
right,
that was in there. White guy
agree.
schooled him. The real cool guy, he schooled him. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Right.
He schooled him real quick. I know exactly what you're talking about. But that's the thing, is saying we can have more degrees than a thermometer, and be as dumb as a box of rocks.
Right.
No.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate sometimes, though, man. And so again, that's why it was so important to me to pull this thing out and to really build it like I wanted to. And I really couldn't literally rest or sleep until I got something started. Because to me, it's not all about the numbers. It's all about what do we solve, what do we get done, who can hear this conversation and say, you know what, that guy said something that I can gravitate to. I can actually do something different based upon this information right here. One person.
Right. And you're right. Each one teach one. I said this before in one of my talks. I went and spoke at Prairie View A&M.
Congratulations.
A couple of weeks ago. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. But I said, to save a person is like to save a nation. And I said that because, if a person, each one teach one. If you reach this person and then they pass that knowledge on to their family and things of that nature, then, we'll see this. It's really like saving a nation. And like to kill somebody or kill somebody's idea is like killing the nation because you suppress and oppress that person to grow and develop. So, we got macro, micro. We start looking at these things on a higher level than just our immediate world, our little bubble that we live in. Then we'll start probably seeing, addressing some things and making some changes. And that's exactly what you're doing, my brother, with this.
Well, the reason why I think a lot of times, though, that people stay in that bubble because that bubble is comfortable. It's a bubble of familiarity, right?
Right.
Even though I may be totally wrong about my approach, but I'm familiar with this approach. So how dare you come tell me my approach is wrong?
Exactly. You're right. No, because when I came up in the hood, bro, I came up in Prince Hall, as you was mentioning earlier. And, every day, all I looked forward to was drinking, smoking me a little weed, drinking 40, That's all I looked forward to, toting pistols. And this was the norm to me because that's the lifestyle that we was living.
Yeah.
And quote unquote, I thought that was real.
Yeah.
But then you realize as you start getting outside that bubble and going other places and doing different things, then you'll see, oh man, that little world you living in, it's just a little portion. That's real where you at, but that's not all it is to the world that we know of. This world is big, man.
Exposure.
So, I agree with you 100%. Because I thought just like that, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that's exactly like that.
It's about that exposure, though, man. Huh?
Yeah. I said you got to be challenged, you know, but.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. And I think caring even challenges people, right? Because honestly, if you don't give a damn, it don't cost you nothing.
Right.
It costs you absolutely nothing to not give a damn. It really costs you to care.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And I think the reason why a lot of more people don't, because they don't feel like that cost is worth it. I don't feel like I got a good return on my investment if I spend all this money, time, and energy, and this person's still doing what I deem as unnecessary.
Yeah, and like you're saying, I think a lot of people, they fall into that thing as well, because sometimes people ask me, like, why do you go talk to these kids and they still gonna make these choices and all that? Well, I'm not doing it because I think I'm just gonna save somebody. I don't think that's not why I'm in it. You know, I give out the message and in hopes of that, but it's really just planting seeds. And you hoping and praying that, you know, they might not get it right then. You know, nobody changes overnight. And, you know, but as time goes by, you know, you plant seeds and hopefully those seeds, you know, sprout. But when you're trying to do it on your own accord, and you thinking you doing it, or you just want all this these props, then, you know, that's not what I'm in it for, you know. I can't speak for nobody else, but I'm not in it for that, you know, to try to make myself look like something, you know.
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it. You're
glory.
right.
I don't need the glory, you know what I mean?
You're right. You're definitely right. Well, and that's why you'll be successful at what you're doing, because you're not looking for the glory. You're looking for, I really want to help somebody. I really do care about humanity. I really have learned from my choices, and I want to stop somebody else from going down the same path. So I commend you for what you're doing, and I encourage you to keep on going. Matter of fact, while I got you on here, how can the people that's listening get at you or contact you and help support you in what you're doing?
First of all, I want to tell you, man, I appreciate it, man. Like,
you're very welcome.
I feel the same way about you. But my email is Brandon Whitting, WHITTING, the number 20 at gmail.com. I'll repeat that again. Brandon Whitting, WHITTING, number 20 at gmail.com. And I do motivational speaking for high schools, junior highs, colleges, you name it, because I stress the importance of staying out of trouble and not making the decisions that I made when I was young. If you don't mind me telling a little background about this story, you know, I was 17 years old when I was in high school, and we wanted to rob the store. And, you know, I discharged a firearm in the air, and it actually ricocheted out the ceiling and hit the cashier in the arm. So I was charged with attempted capital murder and an aggravated robbery, which both charges carried 5 to 99, and I ended up doing 14 years of my life in prison for one mistake. So that's why I'm in it, to try to, you know, speak to the youth. And I stress the importance of education, because once I got incarcerated, that's when I started really looking at myself and thinking about the bad choices that I made and why I made them, and started reading. So a lot of my education came from self-reflection, you know. So that's what I do. So anybody wanna, you know, want me to come to their school or other functions, it's not just schools, you know, church, whatever, Boys and Girls Club, hey, you know, that's my email, and you can contact me like that.
Yeah. That's what it's about, though. It's about networking. You know, it's about putting those people together, like-minded individuals that has a plan, that has a goal, that has a platform, and also bring notoriety to it. So that way, everybody can get something from what we're doing. You know, this is not about me. This is not about you. This is about the people that we're going to help, right? People that's going to change their minds to make them say, you know what? I can make a different decision now because I do have to think. Thinking is necessary. I say it all the time. Don't make thinking optional. It's always mandatory. Always.
Already, and I agree with that. And you know, just say something, you know, in connection with what you're saying. A lot of times, man, people feel hopeless. You know, people feel like they can't see themselves out of their situation. They can't. You know, like me, even when I was incarcerated, I still was free mentally, though, because I knew one day that, you know, they weren't going to hold me forever.
Yeah, so they had you, but they couldn't keep you.
Right, they couldn't keep me. So, but as long as I was there, my mind was going to be free, you know. I didn't let them incarcerate my mind.
That's
and
good.
It's a lot of prisons, you know what I mean? It's a lot of prisons, a lot of people in relationships, and a lot of different things, and they feel like no way out. And that's one of the worst feelings, feeling hopeless. But I think that's what we want to do is, you know, try to inspire and educate, you know, and show them that it is a way out your situation. But you got to believe in yourself. You're your first leader, you know. A lot of times you look for leaders outside of us, but your first leader.
Yeah.
So
I like that analogy,
that's
though.
what I believe.
A lot of prisons, not just physical prison, but they're just all kind of different prisons. Basically, you're locked up one way or the other. I like how you put that analogy out there, man. I like that.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I'm the king of analogies, man. I love that. I love that stuff,
I know, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm serious, bro. Like, and it's crazy. I'm a fan of yours, though, because, like I say, I like your work. And the things you say, I'm like, man, I got like all this dude posts, but I like them. So it is what it is, man. But you know, and plus you coming from my own town, so that's even more special to me.
Oh man,
you know?
CKT, baby.
All right. So that's a blessing, bro. Man, I'm glad to see you know. Man, just this interview is, you know, no matter, you know, 'cause sometimes we doubt what we're doing. Sometimes we might get them seeds of doubt, but
yes, sir.
This right here, man, motivate me even more to keep pushing, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man. I've had my moments of doubt because, again, I had to build it myself because I've tried other routes. And so I had to go a different route, and it took a little bit longer than what I wanted it to. And I fought the discouragement. I really did. But I'm telling you, man, I literally could not rest until I got this thing started, man. You know, God wouldn't let me rest.
Right.
He wouldn't let me rest.
Right.
You know,
and I feel, man.
Yeah, man. And I knew it was something substantial that I was out here doing because of the setbacks, because of the roadblocks, you know, because I never wavered that this has to be done.
Right.
You know,
that's being real, man, because a lot of times, people will see, they don't see the grind, they just see the shoes.
Yes.
You know, they see the finished product. But, you know, you don't see that we are, you know, it's a process to everything. It's a process to everything. And people, there's no such thing as overnight success. You just see this person come up and you think that, hey, man, look, you know, because we like winners, you know. We like women. Everybody like women.
Everybody like a winner.
You don't see, you know what I mean? And especially in America,
yes,
like,
sir.
You know, win, that's objective. But sometimes you win even when you lose. You know, because it's a lesson to be learned.
Exactly.
That's another subject, my brother.
Exactly.
We about so much.
Yeah, we would definitely wrap a taste on this one again because, again, I'm definitely going to have you on again, okay? And we're definitely going to link up on some things because I want to partner with you as well, and because some initiatives that I got in Crockett that we talked about earlier, you know, I want us to get together on some things and really team up and really be that effective voice that we need down there.
Oh yes, sir, man. You know, I'm with you, man. I already, like I say, that's this a long time ago. You know, when I reached out to you.
Yes, sir.
You know, I already knew I wanted to work with you. You know.
Yes. Well, I'm glad.
I'm down with you.
I'm glad for the opportunity to work with you. And like I said, we're definitely going to week up and going to cross network with one another. And again, this has been great. This has been awfully encouraging for me to hear other brothers out here that's been through the storm and the rain, but still walking, still talking, still breathing, still positive, because you have every excuse to hold your head down, but you